If you let my daughter go now, that'll be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
A lot of you are probably already familiar with the clip I just showed, pulled from the movie Taken, which does cover the areas of sexual tourism and trafficking. It was pretty accurate in the depiction of a lot of things that do go on. A lot of them are really brutal and include a lot of mental and health problems throughout the process. You may be asking, what is sexual trafficking exactly? To give it to you by the definition, it's the exploitation of women and children within national or across international borders for the purpose of forced sex work. A lot of this includes prostitution, pornography, and trafficking of women and girls. It's estimated that around 800,000 women and children are trafficked across international borders. And of these 800,000, most of them are adult women, followed shortly by children that are mostly girls, which is actually sad to hear. So now moving on to the where it occurs and who it is really involved with, you can really break it down to just organized crime that is largely responsible for its existence internationally. Sexual trafficking and a lot of its elements such as kidnapping, rape, prostitution, and physical abuse are all legal in pretty much every single country, which means that people that do get involved with this business are doing it illegally, so that's why organized crime is largely responsible. It also is hard to point to a specific profile that you can describe as the typical clients for this business. It could be anybody, rich, poor, Eastern, or Western, so it's really hard to define who exactly is the clientele. A lot of the reason for its existence as well is because in a lot of parts of the world there's little to no perceived stigma to purchasing sexual favors for money. And prostitution can sometimes be viewed as a victimless crime. So maybe in countries where women are looked down upon, maybe not held equal to men, this service doesn't seem nearly as bad as it does in a place like the US where we hold them a lot more highly. And lastly, I'm going to be focusing on what efforts are being made to stop this practice. To begin with, there have been numerous clubs, projects, funds, and organizations that have really devoted themselves to help end this problem that is spread across all countries. There are numerous organizations such as the Polaris Project, Urban Light, the Empower Foundation, and the Exodus Road. These I'm going to be slightly focusing on the Polaris Project. It's one of the most influential groups working on the issue in the United States specifically. It takes a comprehensive approach to ending modern day slavery, or in other words, human trafficking. The organization advocates for stronger federal and state laws. It operates the National Human Trafficking Resource Center hotline. And lastly, it provides service and support for trafficking victims. So it does a lot of good, has numerous different methods in which it can help people, especially people that have been victims in the past. It gives them an opportunity to call in and find ways to help. There's also a lot of things that you can do individually to help this issue. The first thing you can do, if you want to put a lot of work into it, would be to organize a fundraiser and try and donate the proceedings to an anti-trafficking organization. Other than that, as students, you do have the opportunity to take action on campus. You can join or establish a university club to raise awareness about human trafficking and also initiate action throughout your local community. Lastly, the easiest thing to do is really bring awareness to this issue and pass the word around. Hopefully I've helped you learn a little bit more about the industry and hope that you're more aware of its dangerous aspects so that you can help others learn more about it and work together in preventing this type of industry across all nations.